Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new piercing reaction video. Oh my gosh. Okay, so today is a very special episode of Piercings Gone Wrong because I've made a list of 30 of the most shocking, insane, creepy, weird, confusing, traumatizing, triggering piercing fails of the year. So today we're going to go through them and I'm going to do this little fun list of the year. Anyway, guys, let's not beat around the bush and get straight onto these terrible piercings. Now, coming in at number 30, we have this really bizarre hand piercing. Now, I've seen people get like their fingers pierced and their bits of between their webbing and stuff pierced, but never have I ever seen a hand piercing. One, especially one that looks like this. The fact that this person has like weaved it in and out, back and forward. This is literally asking for your hand to be completely ripped open. I would love to think that this is just for a photo, but the stuff that I've seen over the couple years, like some people are just a bit choicy, we'll say. Can you imagine having something coming up the sides here like this and having like a ball on the end here? Like, what the hell? Now, coming in at number 29 is this awful back piercing. Now, I don't know why anyone would want to get back piercings. I don't understand, but like, I feel like I shouldn't really have to tell you why getting loads of piercings all over your back is probably not a good idea. Sometimes when people do this, it's for like a corset piercing or they're doing suspension or something like that. But this is just a load of surface bars underneath his skin. All of them look red and horrible. So either they've got them all done on the same day, or it's just because they've had them for a while and it's starting to reject. Like, just to move like this or like to reach up or anything, it's going to be putting strain on every single one of those piercings. So the way anyone would want that, I have absolutely no idea. Now, coming at 28 is actually quite an extreme one, and you're probably thinking, why is it so high on the list? You'll find out later why this one is actually only 28. And it has to be one of the worst septum piercings I've ever seen get done. Look, it even, oh no. It's horrible. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine getting someone to do a septum piercing for you? And then look at that part of the nose. Look there. It comes, like she pushed it through there. Like, oh my God. I can't even imagine how painful that must have been. Ow! This is why you do not do piercings at home, let alone septum piercings. Now, coming in at 27, we have this absolutely revolting hip piercing. Now, again, I don't really understand why people get things like hip piercings because it's your hip. You like, it's just gonna be the most annoying thing you can have. It's so infected and gross and like rejecting, and just look. Now, I actually only screenshotted this one bit, but it's actually the same on the other side. This person's got them on both sides of their hip, and both sides look exactly the same. Why have you left it until it looks like that before doing anything about it? Now, coming in at number 26 is when I first saw this, I thought, what creature is this? But also, why the hell are you letting it devour and lick French kiss your industrial piercing? Like, what are you doing? What even animal is that? But like, what are you letting it do that for? Like, hello infections, how are you? How do you feel today? Like, what are you doing? 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 The one thing you don't want to do ever is let your pet lick, bite, chew, and make out with your piercing. Some very questionable choices were made there. Now, number 25 is practically kind of the result of letting animals lick your piercings, and it's this disgusting industrial piercing. Look at the top part of that piercing. It is so infected. It's so disgusting. Like, it's just awful. I like the fact that you've got some like funky jewelry and you try to be a little bit more sort of wacky girls, but like, that is absolutely disgusting. Like, what have you done? Why have you not been keeping it clean? Like, that doesn't just happen because you've got bad luck. That's to that stage, you've done something wrong. There's something wrong with it. Like, that's just gross. Like, it's just disgusting. But also, if you look at the bottom of the ear, like, this just looks a bit gross in here. Like, are you just not very clean? Like, the inside of your ear looks quite gross. Moving swiftly on to number 24, and we have this piercing. What is this? I can't imagine getting a piercing through there. Like, it is so thick. Like, that is so thick. Ow! Ow! And you've got two at the same time. Ow! And also like having like a bit of metal on the inside of that part of your mouth, like rubbing against your gummy wummy. Like, that must be annoying and painful, and like erode away parts of your teeth and gum like up here, like where the root is. I don't understand what's going on here. Like, I don't understand at all. So coming in number 23 is some lads thinking that they're cool by piercing their earlobes with a cattle tag thing. Is it a cattle? It's like a cattle something, a cattle prod or whatever. I don't know what, or a cattle. Why would you do this? Like, why would you, like, look how long that bar is as well. Look how long that thing is. You can see it sticking out the one side. Look how long that is. But why would you do this? I get like lads are like, oh, I'm impressed my friends because I'm funny. But like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, why? That's literally just asking for like a serious infection because that is not clean. Are you a pig, Amanda? No, Miss Trunchbull. Well, stop tagging your bloody ears. Coming in at number 22 is this monstrosity. I do not know why I have to say this. Do not pierce your Achilles heel or a crucifixion piercing where you go straight in the front of your hand and out the back. Why is this something that I need to tell people? Like, what are you doing? Coming in at number 21 is this. Now, I don't really understand what this is or what I'm looking at. I have absolutely no idea how there is a person with a piercing in the conch area, but it's like a date piercing. I don't like, how is there anything in this area for you to pierce? I don't understand. I've never met anyone in my life ever who's had anything in the middle of their ear to pierce through. Like, I don't understand how you've got like a third rim. Like, where is that come from? I don't understand what's happened here. Does anyone else have a part of ear there? Like, or part of a rim, or like does a date bulk out and extend all the way to the conch? Like, I have never seen this ever. Coming in at number 20 is this eye socket piercing. I can't imagine piercing that part of your eye. Like, what are you doing? Like, that must have been, first of all, incredibly painful. That must be so uncomfortable. And like, why? Like, why? So coming in at number 19 is Krusty Wusty Man. Now, I have absolutely no objection whatsoever with someone if they want to do this. If you want to pierce your whole face and do like tattoos or do whatever, I literally don't care. I won't judge you. I'll be your friend. Like, it doesn't make me think anything different of you at all. It's your expression. But what I have a problem with is when you do all this stuff, but you don't look after it. Look at his bridge piercings. Look at his nose piercings. Look around all his lips and his, like, it's just full of crust and grime and dirt. It's like, why are you doing this and then not keeping it clean? It's just disgusting. Like, I'm sorry, but it's just disgusting. Like, it just looks disgusting. So coming in at number 18 is this video of this woman piercing her nostril with a sewing pin and then proceeds to sew her nose. I don't really understand what's happening. So she's started to pierce her nose, and which is like, why, like, I don't know if that was maybe half done already. I don't know. Like, but she's piercing her nose with a needle and then putting thread through it. And like, it really makes me cringe. Like, I hate bristles or like any kind of like fabric brushing against the skin. So now someone's helping them with no gloves, no clean or whatever. Like, so now this person's like helping them thread beads onto it and then threading it. Like, I don't, or it just makes me cringe. What are you, like, why are you, like, that's not clean and at all. Like, what's happening? And then they're threading it even more. Oh, it's horrible. Like, what? Like, why? I don't understand what happened. I'll never understand what's happening. I will never think that this is a good idea. It's not clean. It's not sanitary. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's happening? So at number 17, brace yourself, girls. What the hell is this? Why have you made your eyes prisons? I don't understand. I'm a prison cell. Today I'm cosplaying a prison cell. That must hurt so much. Like, I can't even imagine. Someone please help me. Like, help me get, like, what is happening? Like, I'm not the kind of person that's like, you know, a killjoy and all that stuff. But when it comes to things like this, it's like, you're just damaging your body for the sake of, like, I don't understand. Like, fact number 16, kind of on the same vein as some of the other ones, but this, you know, safety pin face. Like, what's happening? What's happening? Like, why have you put a safety pin through your bridge? And it looks really unhealthy. Like, it looks like it's holding on by a thread. You've got it through your nose and through your lip and your cheek. Like, what? Sure. Okay, guys, it's time for the big guns, and this is the top 15. So coming in at number 15, we have this terrible ear stretching video. So this girl has her ears stretched, but oh, look at that. Look how thin it's, like ripped, full on ripped, and then it rips open. What the hell? Like, what did you do? Like, I really wish I understood like what was actually going on, like, and why this happened. Look at that. Look at that. Like, look, what happened? Like, I think this girl was stretching too quickly and her ear just couldn't handle it, because look how thin that is. It's literally holding on by a thread. Like, she has like full on torn her ear apart. Please guys, if you're going to be stretching your ears, make sure you do not skip sizes, do not go too fast, use proper equipment, don't dead stretch. Make sure you actually do it right. Now, coming in number 14, this girl is getting a double earlobe piercing with guns. Disgusting. But if you look at the girl on the right hand side, she has gunned her glove to her ear. Her ear is stuck with her glove. Like, I can't even speak because it's like triggering. She's got her glove stuck in her ear piercing. Like, what did you, like, how did this happen? Like, what did you, like, you pierced your glove into her ear. Coming in at number 13 was something that I never ever thought I would see, and it's toe web piercings. Apparently this was done just for a photo. I still find that point, like, why? I just don't, can you imagine piercing the web? Like, that must hurt so much. And there's no give. Get your foot now and try and squeeze like actual skin between it. There's literally like no give. Like, I can't even, like, wow. Now, number 12 is actually something that made me really, really angry. So I only have the second screenshot, which is this, and it's of a baby's ear where piercing has gone really wrong. And it's like this. Now, this is like basically like a newborn child. And the description of it was basically this woman went to go get her baby's pierced. The piercing gun got stuck in the baby's ear, and they had to like basically rip it out. And now this is the result. And the baby apparently has like an infection in the ear. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? I've said this thousands of times, and I'm going to keep saying it. Babies are not toys. A newborn baby does not need an ear piercing. Like, that's just absolutely ludicrous. Like, there's literally zero reason. I don't care where you're from, what's normal. Like, doing this to a baby is completely unacceptable. Like, and people can say all the time, I got it done and I was fine. Well, good for you. But this poor child now has this in their ear. This is what their ear looks like. You think it's worth the risk? Like, no. So coming in at number 11 is very apropos for the situation of the current thing of the world. So it's this girl who went to get her ear pierced at a place. The person pierced through her mask into her ear. So her mask is now stuck in her ear. Now, I don't know the complete situation, and people kept saying, well, why don't you just take the piercing out? It's not necessarily as easy as that if you've done something like this. Like, if there's like fibers and everything inside the ear, it's probably better to actually get someone to take it out who knows what they're doing, not just like taking it out yourself. But that must really be uncomfortable and hurt. Like, you can see it like hanging off her ear. First of all, we get like the latex glove into the ear, and now we get the mask pierced into her ear. Now, coming in at number 10 is this like, I can't even say anything. Like, he's literally getting his septum pierced in this random store with a gun. What the heck? Like, that's, and what were you even going to put on the other end of that? What are you doing? What are you doing? One more time, guys. There's some store. He's not wearing gloves. He's got a gun. God knows, he probably hasn't cleaned the gun, and he's piercing through the septum, because that is a good idea with a gun. Like, and then putting his thing, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And staying on the trends of piercing guns, we go to number 9, and it's the same thing, but basically a girl is now getting her lip pierced with a gun. What are you doing? That is not the jewelry you put into a lip piercing. So she pierces the labret with a piercing gun. And you can see, if you look at the back, the butterfly clip at the back is sticking out really far. And like, she can't even like close her lip properly. Like, it's just because it's like leaning on her top of her teeth. When she tries to like pout, she can't really pout properly. And now she's like this when she talks. Now, coming in at number 8 was actually by far the most requested thing to ever talk about I've ever had, and that's the Tiger King's eyebrow piercing. Now, it's not exactly the most graphic or disgusting, but take a look at that. It's literally like you've just got some sellotape and just stuck it onto your eyebrow. That's how little skin is left holding this piercing in his eyebrow. I don't know why at some point he didn't think, trying to find logic about the Tiger King because he's an absolute psychopath. Now, coming in number 7, you might not necessarily know what it is, but it's a parachute jump with suspension piercings. Now, I want you to pay close attention to this lady's back and then see what she does. So look, if you look at her back, she's got hooks, and then she jumps off, and that's what's holding the parachute up. Do you want to die? Like, is that what you're trying? Like, so you see her back? She has like hooks in her back, and it's attached to the parachute. And so that's what's got the parachute instead of her having like a backpack with one on. What? Coming in at number 6 is this. All I have to say is choices. Now, coming in at number 5 is this girl, and a piercing that costs $30 and will take $1,400 to remove, and those huge keloids on her ear. Now, can you imagine? Like, she's got her industrial pierce, and all of a sudden her body's just like, nope. Now, I don't know if she looked after the piercing very well at all. I don't have a clue, because some people are just prone to keloids, and that's just kind of how the body heals, and it's kind of just, unfortunately, bad luck. Her ear looks very big. For it to be that big, I would assume that you're just more prone to have keloids, but oh my God, I'm sorry that you went through this. Like, that's horrendous. Like, oh my God. Now, coming in at number 4, this one makes me very angry. And it is a mother, well, I'm assuming their mother, forcing a blunt earring into her baby's ear. What are you, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is absolutely disgusting. Like, not only, like, it's bad enough when you pierce your baby's ear with guns and stuff, but like the fact that you're not even doing that. You're just getting an earring that you probably just got out of your drawer that's not going to be clean and forcing it through your child's ear. What are you doing? That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Number 3 is a cringy one, girls, and I have never in my life thought about pulling on my nipple piercing this hard. Now, this girl has got her hair caught in this guy's nipple piercing for some reason, and somehow, I don't know how it happened, and he is like yanking. Like, if you've caught your nipple piercing on a loofah, you know how hard and painful that is. But this guy is just going off, and he's just yanking it, and oh, it's disgusting, just yanking it. How did that not absolutely destroy your like nipple and like pull out? Like, I can't. What? It's just so, I can't, ow! I feel the pain just watching, like, it's, ow. So just missing out on the top spot is this man who thought, I know, let's put a blow dart through my septum, because that makes perfect sense, and that's what you do for content. Oh, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Why anyone did this? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you? Anything for content, I guess. Like, this is not 2004 when like Jackass was like, that's gone, girls. So coming in at number 1. Now, it's actually quite a recent one, and it's not really that graphic. It's not really gruesome. It's just because of the situation. So do you know how I hate piercing staplers? You know I hate them. You know I hate them, girls. What if I told you that I think I'm going to pierce my friend's ear with a piercing stapler myself while he is driving? Horrendous positioning.
I'm with Charlie. I'm going to pierce his ears in the van now because he wants that so bad right now.
Wait, what? Wait, what's happening? Wait, what?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
My turn. All right, just go.
I actually cannot believe that I need to say, do not pierce someone while they are driving. Can you imagine if you were doing that and you went over a speed bump suddenly, or there was a dip in the road and you didn't notice, and you've got that, and you suddenly jolted like this and yanked and pulled his ear? You could have ripped his ear open. You could have done anything. He could have swerved and crashed. You know, something could have jumped out as you were doing it, and he swerved, and you had that in his ear. Like, or maybe you did it and it shocked him and he wasn't expecting to be so painful, and then he swerved off the road. Like, I can't even believe that that was even a thing. Like, I've seen a lot in these videos and I've done a lot, but the fact that that was a thing that I saw, like, what's happening? That's beyond irresponsible. Like, it's just absolutely ludicrous. Well, guys, this has been a lot. This year has been insanity, insane in the membrane. Thank you for all the love and support. I hopefully will keep you entertained next year with more of these piercing videos. I don't know how I can still make them. It's been 2.5 years, yet there still seems to be a floodload of content for me to react to. As always, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that are coming up. Happy New Year. I will see you in the new year for a brand new video. Make sure you come follow me on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff is down below, Instagram as well, and Twitch. All my links are down below in the comments, and a massive shout out to my gorgeous Patreons whose names you can see on the screen here. Thank you for becoming a Patreon this year. You guys have been incredible. My Patreon has grown a lot, but an extra special shout out to my top tier Patreons: Alicia Marie, Brenna, Cassie Hill, Cat0808, Chili Herman, Christopher, John, Robbie, Corin Pemberton, Demetra Settle, Heather Marie, James Burgess, Joynia Price, Kat L, Kelly Bowser, Kelly P, Chloe Louise, Laura Perlachek, Magoose Lagoose, Moragani Wolf, Rebecca Preston, Samuel Patterson, and Sus Mac. Thank you for being a top tier Patreon. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. I'm going to go now and jump off a bridge. But thank you for watching. As always, there's some videos here if you'd like to go watch some more things of me. There's a whole playlist of all the stuff I made, like Roly React stuff. So make sure you go check that out if you haven't seen them already. You might have missed a few of these videos that some of this stuff came through. So maybe some extra stuff for you to watch, girls. Be fast, amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be. Don't let any bitch out there tell you that you can't be you. Why is that? Because you are flawless.